institution is supposed to be Pan-African, to be honest. We're supposed to draw human resources from across to be managed collectively by partnership of countries and recruit best students from all countries, open competition. That dream seems to be far-fetched, but maybe we can start in that journey because we are also using the Nelson Mandela name, which is larger than life, and perhaps we need to jointly see how much more we can do to make that dream happen. On our part, we are willing to internationalize the institute. We don't have to have a vice chancellor who is a Tanzanian. He can come from South Africa, can come from Namibia, and so on. If we build that kind of partnership, we can elevate that institute and the campus. I think in South Africa there's such a campus now. No, it was supposed to be established in South Africa or Southern Africa. Not yet. So I invite you, Your Excellency, to think through that, and our colleagues to think through that. And the next time, and I'll come to South Africa, I promise you, God willing. So maybe by that time we can sign the MOU. And we can think through how you can come and visit the Nelson Mandela Institute of Science and Technology. Once again, warm welcome. Just before I'll conclude at the conclusion, but just to say that I'm going back to Dodoma for the parliamentary session. Since on Friday you're going to Zanzibar, I guess we'll probably meet maybe for dinner or lunch before you depart for South Africa. So, karibu sana. And siyabonga for coming.
Asante. Asante. Maybe just one or two things that I need to say is that we regard Tanzania as a very important partner. Not just in this part of the continent, but in the whole continent as a whole. Because some of the things we sometimes think that needs to be done, or things we are doing that we think we need to get African partners, we can't get all of the 51 countries. Yeah. We have to think. If we are thinking East Africa, definitely Tanzania is a very real possibility with a history of collaboration, you know, that actually goes a long way. So we always also thinking about this. I remember now the minister raised this issue of the Nelson Mandela Institute last time. I would actually like that we put it down and you advise us how best to collaborate around it. Minister was offering it like now to say, look, it's in Tanzania, but frankly, it's not a Tanzanian only institution. Maybe there's another bilateral area, but which has got the potential of beginning to draw in other African countries. You know, that we may already be working with in some areas. I would like that you put that into your agenda. We don't want to give you an unwieldy agenda, but it would be helpful if you start putting what can we do along the lines of what the minister is suggesting to make that thing live. You know, it must grow fit and be able to walk, you know, and so on. Minister, of course, I'm glad if you are committing that you are still planning to come to South Africa.
I look forward.
I'll be more than happy to host you. We've done so much also for me here. As we say, sometimes there must revenge.
Yes.
when you come to South Africa. We've treated us so well here, honestly. I'm very impressed. So the team you've got something now that you can work on. And now the trick in all of this is that we must start moving. We may not just, the minister be saying, move on everything at the same time. But we must start moving such that when we meet, I don't know, half yearly as officials or whatever, there is progress. We can report progress. If we meet with the minister, it mustn't be like same rehashes, we should have. We must say, okay, these are things that we're going to do, but here are the things that we've actually done. I see a great potential, honestly, in our collaboration with Tanzania. I also like the comments by those two professors, is it, at the lecture, who were saying, in a way, the emphasis we are putting on science and technology, we must see it as the continuation of the ideals of the liberation struggle.
Oh.
You know, that is very, very important. That the phase we are in now, continuation of the liberation struggle, is science, technology, and innovation. You know, in order to be able to move things forward. Minister, once more, thank you very much. I always appreciate your commitment to meet with me and your sense of humor. It keeps me going. You know, I don't even feel that it's hot here in Tanzania. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tumedhamiria, tunaboresha elimu yetu.